Hey everyone, this is LuckySevenDX. Welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Rangers Shadows of Almia. In the last episode, Barlow's gone missing on a mission to Boilerland, so we're here in Boilerland in the Volcano Cave, where we discovered a Team Dim Sum plot, and we're here at their secret harbor. They've captured Barlow, they've captured the island's Pokemon. Let's go rescue them. But things, like I said, are about to get even more intense as we go throughout this episode. So, first of all, they're loading up all their Pokemon on what appears to be a cargo ship, including Barlow. Barlow's not a Pokemon, silly heads, but they're kidnapping the Rangers or they're kidnapping the Ranger. What are they going to do with Barlow? Well, we better not let them escape. So, oh, he's now cargo. Poor Barlow. So we get Pikachu here if we need to, but we head over here and we have a bit of a sort of interesting segment here where we have 2 minutes to get onto the cargo ship, lest it leave without us on it, and all those Pokemon and Barlow will be lost forever. However, we have to get through 4 guards in order to get there, so it's sort of stealth mission, very akin to, say, a Zelda game, where we have to basically bypass all of these guards, because if we get caught by them, we get sent back to the start. So we actually get a little talk from the admin where he's like, "What's a kid doing here?" And he doesn't actually believe we're a ranger, he just thinks we're a kid playing a volcano for some strange reason. I don't even know. But once that happens, it's actually interesting. You get several different conversations, so I'm actually going to get caught a few times to show off all these conversations. You also get your departure time delayed by a minute, so kind of handy, I suppose. If it's a big one, trust him up. If it's a little one, kick him out. Good thing we're tiny! Else we'd be kidnapped like Barlow, and that would be bad. So I guess Barlow failed to get past this sneak segment. I mean, he doesn't really seem like a sneaky type. So there's actually several different conversations that happen, and also for the sake of showing it off, I'm actually going to show off what happens when you fail the mission. No, I'm not going to do that super brook jump thing. That'd be silly. So, more conversation. Oh, a disobedient kid. Unfortunately, it doesn't boost the time at all. It's only that first time that boosts you by an extra minute, which is kind of weird, I suppose, but oh well. So, basically, you can screw up as many times as you want to reset the timer, which makes the section actually fairly easy, but oh well. So, another time we get spotted. Yeah, this isn't our playground. Well, whatever. So, I think there's only a couple more conversation after this, so we'll get caught one more time. Because, yeah, it's this, so he doesn't want to be on the receiving the boss's anger, blah, blah, blah. He's really pissed off that they keep delaying the ship because of us! Because of the meddlesome kids! If it's a big one, trust them up, etc., etc., etc. So, that happens. And then, from here, we get caught one more time. And get kicked out one more time. This is the last conversation where he's just like, please! Please just stop! I just want to go home. Yay, we got some gum! We got a gum! Hurrah! So that's actually the last conversation that happens here. Back by unpopular demand, another 3-minute departure delay. Oh, good. So, it's a big one, trust him up. It's a little one, kick him out. So yeah, basically, we'll do this for realsies in a sec, but what I actually want to do is, we can't actually leave. What I actually want to do is show off what happens when we screw up and we let the time run out. So I'm actually going to go ahead and cut for the next 3 minutes, or 2.5 minutes, and show you what happens when we run out of time. You actually kind of get a bit of a game over of sorts. It's interesting. Alright, 5 seconds left in the clock. 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year! That boy noise kind of actually just scared me. So, they raise anchor, and we fail our mission. And, Barlow was never seen again. So, kind of interesting little... This game actually has some sort of non-standard game over sort of screens, apparently. So, yeah, technically a game over on my part if you fail the mission. So, interesting how that works. Anyways, but it actually takes you right back into the segment, and we actually have to see these cutscenes again, which is annoying, but doable. So, oh, Barlow, getting kidnapped again. Blah, 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 blah. No one cares. We've seen this before. So now we'll actually do this for realsies this time. And that took place in a universe where Lucky was a terrible ranger and didn't know what he was doing. But in this universe, we'll be perfectly fine and get this in 2 minutes. Well, actually, we'll see. This isn't the easiest thing to do, because you have to actually dodge them. They don't show up on your top screen or anything like that, so you actually have to just kind of know their patterns in order to get through. Luckily, I have practiced this, so I should know their patterns fairly decently. So what you want to do to get through here is, this guy goes down, but you want to wait for the one over here to come down and follow him, because he's going to head to the left, and this gives you more than time to head up here. Immediately head right up here, because this guy is going to, or well, you want to wait for this guy to basically head up here. This guy is going to come up, or down that way, and this gives you just enough time to sneak in over here and get around that way. So that's how you get over here into this cargo ship really quickly, and ow! Freaking rude! Jeez, you just like threw me out of that ship. That's really rude. So, yeah, secret destination that they'll never know. So if we don't defeat them now, they'll escape forever. Let's go ahead and take them out, man! So, I got some Beedrills and a Gloom here. So Beedrills we see plenty of. The Gloom is new, though. So, just quickly take care of these Beedrills really fast, because they will be a huge nuisance zipping around like that. And the Gloom is slow and really easy after that. So as long as you can get a good jump on the Beedrills, you'll be perfectly fine for this fight. So, new Pokemon with Gloom. And because it's a group capture, we get plenty of bonus experience. Not quite enough to push us up over the level gap, but it's getting close there. So with that, we're able to access the cargo ship, and it's time to go ahead and rescue Barlow and all the Pokemon all by ourselves. Man, things have escalated though. So the cargo ship is taking off. Well, we don't have time to wait for these buffoons. Let's move it. So we head into the ship, and it takes off. But now we're on it. And now it's time for our real mission to begin. Let's rescue Barlow! So this music, as you can hear, is plenty intense. Things get pretty crazy. This is actually a really interesting thing to note here. The Kingston valve is a giant drain. Basically, it's a giant plug that'll prevent the ship from flooding. If you yank out the ship will basically sink. So you need a Machoke level strength to muscle it back down. Could potentially be a hint for the future, who knows. Anyways, we've entered the ship. Their Siren unit missed the intruder. Well, they're just not very good guards, I guess. They could have just stood there, but no. So, unfortunately, we have another Mimorimo battle. I mean, we're going to have plenty of these as we go. Speaking of Machokes, there's actually 2 of them right here. So, Machokes, interesting Pokemon. They're fairly slow and don't have big range, but they hit really hard. So just be careful you don't get hit by their punches. I was really worried I was going to get hit by that one. Otherwise, do your best to circle both of them at the same time. You'll be good to go. Punches are going to hurt. Actually, they're not really punching right now. They're doing their stomps instead. Just fine by me, because it makes things fairly easier for me to get here. And there we go. Got them both. Their punches hurt. Their stomps, not very tough. They tend to be fairly slow and fairly easy Pokemon. Also, really, really valuable in the experience department. That's a good 227 experience. I will take that. That gives me another level up, and a little bit of extra power and energy to go. So, destroy 2 more Minorimos, get rid of 2 more Machokes, and time for us to continue to invade the Team Dimsun ship base. Oh man, things are getting intense. Anyway, new Pokemon over here, a Houndour, our first Dark-type Pokemon, so we'll finally be able to show off the Dark-type assist in just a little bit. So, oop, watch out for the Dark Beam. A little bit scary. He'll do that, and he'll also do the fire attack that a lot of the fire types do with the sort of raging fire thing here. So just be careful for both of those attacks, and you should be a-okay. So that will be our first Dark-type Pokemon. And we can actually show off the Dark-type assist in just a second. Just because there's not really a good opportunity to show it off besides this, we'll go ahead and take on the... oh, there's a Spinirak here, actually. That's new, and actually, I guess... Nah, well, it's a new Pokemon. I don't want to use an assist for that if I don't have to, so... Spiniraks are fairly simple. They'll shoot little bug sort of sticky webs there, and they'll also lay down webs where they stand. So be careful for both of those attacks, and you should be okay from there, and be able to capture this bug type fairly easily. Bug type's fairly good Pokemon, so they're not the worst assists, but we really have no need for them. Like I said, I try not to use assists too much anyway, so we'll go ahead and get rid of the Spinirak for now, and we can go ahead and use the Houndour just on this Barrel, I guess, just to show off Houndour's special ability, because the Barrel definitely uses a water-type puddle that we can easily use Houndour's ability for. So, basically, the puddles usually do a puddle. There we go. Puddles usually cause damage, but if you circle them with Dark Assist on, you will actually delete the puddle, and works fairly well for that. I don't know if it cancels out their attack. It could cancel out their attacks as well. I'm not really sure about that. I don't tend to use Dark Assist too much, being that it's only really useful for certain scenarios, but that's how that works. So anyway, the Kingston Valve, we can't actually see anything for it yet, but it will potentially come into play. I don't want to... Oh well. May as well grab one of these, I guess. It could make certain fights a little bit easier if we have a Dark Assist, so... May as well. What the heck. Circle, 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 circle. Oh, I was one short. I was trying to get up before the fire happened, but nope. So, more experience, whatever. Helps out a little bit. Go ahead and grab it. So, we'll release the Barrel. Release the Barrel! And, oh, there's also a new Pokemon down here. Hey, the good thing I came down here. It's a Purugly. Purugly? I don't know. I mean, I know it's supposed to be Purr and Ugly, but I don't know how you pronounce these crazy Pokemon names. They're just so silly. Them Pokemon, them names. So, not a very hard target, as it mostly just does that sort of stomp shockwave thing, but it just has a lot of health. So, just keep plugging away at it, and eventually, oh, I broke my line at the last possible second. But eventually it'll go down, and we'll still get a B rank just because we didn't take any damage, so... And 50 loops. So we get an A rank for that because we did 50 loops. A little silly. Anyway, we really have no need for a Purugly though, so just to add to the database and move forward with our existence. So nothing too crazy. Otherwise, we just kind of make our way through our ship and these few segments that are coming up here and go from there. So this one doesn't really have any purpose at the moment, but just for a little preview of the room that's coming up ahead. Otherwise, we just head down this way and go from there. So we head down in here, and I believe, yep, we have another fight here with a Mime Jr. So, oh, Mime Jr., you're so silly. So, we're gonna have to fight a Mime Jr. once again, as it spins around like a silly head, because Mime Juniors are silly. And, hey, it's actually the Mime Jr. that the Elder mentioned last episode, though, so if you remember, the Elder did mention a Mime Jr. that was around here, so we go ahead and get hurt immediately by its little shockwave thing. That's why having a Dark Assist is fairly helpful, just because all this stuff like this, like the Psychic Ball and the Electric thing, will not really be a factor in that case, but, that's why Dark Assist can be very helpful against Psychic types in the long run. So, as you can see, though, doesn't have a field move. So, while it's not going to happen now, that kind of hints as to what the Psychic partner will be someday. But like I said, it's not something we actually end up getting now. That happens later on in the game. So, the Mime Jr., though, he wants us to follow it. It seems that he is a mime on a mission. And we will help the Mime Jr. fulfill that mission in the rest of this episode, pretty much. So, it definitely seems to want us to follow it, as it heads off in that direction and then suddenly just kind of warps across the screen to head into this door. So it wants us to head over that way. Why? Well, that's the question of the day. But first things first, we want to go ahead and grab... Oh, there's a Ralts over here. So we want to go ahead and grab the Ralts, because it's a Ralts. A good Psychic type for us to grab, so... It'll be teleporting around this area, so just find it and grab it as it teleports around. And other than that, just like the Shuppet, just teleports around like a crazy person, and does a lot of the Psychic, like electricity ball is a thing that happens a lot with a lot of Psychic Pokemon, so keep that in mind. Anyways, did I take damage from it? No, I didn't take damage. I just didn't get. Whatever. I don't care. So, for the sake of the fact that we're going to need to show off a Psychic Assist at some point, I'll keep it and use it at some point. But for now, what we want to get is this Luxio up here. This is actually a very important Pokemon for... we're actually going to require it to have it. So, we'll go ahead quickly circle it and add this one to our... Oop, that's landing right directly on me. I just am not doing well of catching these Pokemon right now. Jeez. Stop, Lucky. Stop being so bad. Man, I'm just catching things really slow right now. Like I said, the game's difficulty is starting to step up a bit, so I can't really be as reckless as I am right now. That being said, I am getting decently close to level up, so I'm not really too concerned. I want the Monk. The Muck, I mean. As much as I have a Pikachu is helpful, I'm not too concerned about my energy right now, so I'll go ahead and recharge it. Just so I have this Psychic Assist available for me to demonstrate it at some point. So, we want the Luxio for sure. Definitely our top priority. So we're going to want to... Oh, there's another Ralts over here. So as you can see, these conveyor belts sort of work very... They basically drag you along these pathways, and you kind of get stuck going in a direction. So what you want to do is head over this way first, because there actually is a Drowzee over here, which is a Pokemon we haven't actually encountered yet. So we'll add this to our inventory, or our browser as well. What are you doing? You're firing Psychic Balls at me. That's really rude, sir. I'm going to have to ask you to cease and desist. But that will take care of the Drowzee, and also gives us access to a Crush Field Assist, so that's actually helpful to have, but I guess it's better than this one, so we actually are going to want that Crush Assist, but there's another one we can get along the way, and I want to show off the Psychic Assist power at some point, because it's the only one we haven't shown off yet. So the way you want to head up is up here. There's a Makuhita over here. I will show off the Makuhita in a sec, though. I want to quickly take on a Machoke in order to show off the Psychic Assist first, and then we'll show off the other one. So, Drowzee, do your thing. So, basically, you draw a ring of energy like this, you flick it, and it'll paralyze them, and you kind of like make another one over here and flick it down here as well, just to stun them again, and then you just kind of keep going, rinse and repeat. Very, very handy assist to anything that doesn't resist it. It'll basically paralyze them, especially fighting types and poison types, makes them fairly trivial. It's a very, very good assist, definitely one of my favorites in a pinch. So that'll do that. You have a Tackle, right? Yeah, so I need a Crush. Luckily, there is actually a Crush right here in this Makuhita I skipped, so let's go ahead and fight the Makuhita. We'll replace that with the Machoke, and we'll actually have the team we need to progress further in the game. So... Ow! That was rude. So watch out for their punches. They have a bit longer range than apparently I suspected for such a little tiny guy. So careful about that. But otherwise, you can get the Makuhita and add it to your thing here, and you'll be good to go. So we don't need the Machoke for anything right now. We will need one eventually, but not for a good time, and you'll have plenty of Machokes. There's lots of Machokes in this area. So just watch out for the Spinirak here, and you just head up around here, and you'll reach the Mime Jr. and get past all these icky conveyor belts. So, that's the first puzzle done. Sup, Mime Jr.? It's a shame that you're going to forever be a C rank. And the reason he wants us to come in here is because all of his friends are in here, controlled by a Gigaremo. So, we're going to have to destroy the Gigaremo. Luckily, it's a blue one, and like I said, that's why you want the Luxio, because that's an electric assist. So, we're going to rescue those Pokemon right now with our Luxio assist. So, head over here. If you try to progress further, obviously we're going to be like, nope! Just going to back up. Don't do that! Oh, that's just rude. Anyway, luckily for us, our Luxio can easily access this Gigaremo and destroy it. So, with that, we take out the Gigaremo. This room is saved, and we'll be able to progress further. So... the Mime Jr. heads in here now that it's safe. I mean, he couldn't head in here before, else he'd become mime-controlled. And, when you become mime-controlled... Oh, I'm terrible. Anyway, so he just kind of runs around, I guess, tells all the Pokemon to flee, although we're on a boat, and these are all fire types. Where they flee, who knows? I guess they're just finding a nice compartment to hide from Dim Sun. But that allows us access further on, and satisfies the Mime Jr.'s requests. So now, we have even more happenings to be had. So, yes, we are the Intruder, we're also a Ranger. What are you gonna do? Well, apparently he doesn't have a Mine to fight us with, but he does have a Gigaremo. So, unfortunately, he turns into the Gigaremo up here. But this is a yellow one, thus, Crush is going to be good. Yeah, it's apparently it was set to lineup that uses Gigaremo to apparently capture the Pokemon. Now they have it set to attack. So be careful, because the Pokemon are going to attack us, like this one. Probably should have gotten... I didn't think he was going to just charge right at my face, but apparently he did. None of your punches, whatever. We'll quickly capture a Machoke again. Don't do that, that's rude. And, because he is good experience, and... Oh, we actually can't keep the Machoke. I was going to say we actually need a Machoke right now, but... we can't actually keep him, that's right, because Gigaremo and all that nonsense. So, first things first, we have to destroy the Gigaremo, obviously. That's the plan of attack here. Because we have, what? Oh, there's a Drowzee there. Oh, okay, Drowzee. But as you can see, we need a 2 tackle in order to take on that, The second Pokemon are really annoying because they will teleport all sorts of everywhere to... I need to stop being dumb. Stop being a dummy, Lucky. You're being really annoying. Anyway, that'll take care of the Drowzee. And from here... Oh, well, it did give us a level up, so that's something, I suppose. A little bit more energy and a lot more power, so that'll actually speed up the process dramatically. So, anyway, we need the Machoke in order to turn those levers when I progress, so we need to actually, first step things first, we need to go ahead and avoid these Drowzees that are teleport... Drowzee! Stop! It's rude! Whatever. I could run away, like I said, but people... I don't run away from my battles. I face them like a man. As you can see, that extra 5 power makes a huge difference, though. So, definitely speeds the process along. Anyway, takes care of that. Once again, the feelings of friendship will not get through to this Drowzee, because he's mean! But we do have a crush in the form... No! You stop, Drowzee! You stop this madness right now! You're really obnoxious! So, that takes care of the Soul Gigaremo, and frees the Pokemon from their influence, which will allow us to capture Machokes and deal with the lever, because we need that lever to actually align the boxes correctly for us to be able to climb on the boxes to the left and move forward, basically in the long run. So, that's taken care of. We can now go ahead and grab that Machoke. We can kind of see slightly over there and also here, and Voltorbs are exploding all over the place, apparently. But we can capture a Machoke, like I said, and move that lever, which will allow us to access further. Ow! Like I said, careful with the punches. They definitely hurt! I'm playing really recklessly now. I really need to stop doing that because I'm going to run out of HP really fast if I keep screwing up. I can only take 7 of those hits, and I just took 2 of them there. And I no longer have, a level coming up to heal me, so I should start being a bit more careful. I mean, worst comes to worst, I'll just have to find a Pikachu like this to heal up, so it's not the end of the world, but still, best to be careful. So, we'll use the Machoke's Tackle in order to hit this lever. Punch. And what this will do is it'll move this thing over there and allow us to have further access to the area. So now we head up and grab another Machoke, so we're actually going to need a second one to hit another lever. But after that, we'll be able to progress further once again. So, in other words, just kind of a few puzzles to just slowly get through as we infiltrate the base. I mean, it's a team something or other base, They always have puzzles of... I mean, apparently if you're an evil team, you just have to design puzzles everywhere. That's just apparently a prerequisite. It's like, it's being an evil douchebag 101. Put puzzles everywhere. It's just annoying and inconveniencing me. You are inconveniencing me. Glare. Anyway, so you can see there's another switch over there. That's precisely what we need the Machoke for. So head down to this middle area. Careful for all the Pokemon that are just kind of wandering around. Drowzee, don't you do your teleport. Don't you even consider doing your teleport. I want nothing to do with your teleport. And we can tackle this lever. I don't know why you have to tackle a lever, but... I am punching your lever! Apparently it's necessary. So, takes that out, and we can go ahead and move this thing back into place. And from here, we just head to the next route. Well, actually, no, that's not true. There's a few more Pokemon to catch, and we actually need an Electric-type Pokemon in order to progress further, which makes it a very good thing that these Voltorbs are here. Just watch out for their explosions. They have a really wide radius, and they will do a fairly decent amount of damage to you, so just be careful for that. Otherwise, they're an easy capture. I mean, we saw them back in Pule Town. They're not new. They're actually fairly simple Pokemon, so... But it is required for us to have one of them. So I'll grab one, and we just... That explosion actually still hit me. Okay, noted. Explosions have a very wide radius. Anyways, if you hear that, that's a Pokemon we haven't encountered yet. There's actually a Monferno down here, so we'll go ahead and add this to our inventory as well, and go from there. So just watch out, jump around, and also... Oh, never mind, I thought that was a charge. That was not a charge, that was a... I thought he was going to do that, and no, he did the fire everywhere thing. So just watch out for the... Oh, I guess he kind of fakes you out as well sometimes. So I think he does a pattern of just doing that, then doing a tower, then doing a fake out. So watch out for just... Don't be fooled by the fake out one, I guess, because it'll fake you out, I guess. I don't know. That's how it works, apparently. So, yeah, crappy. I'm just getting bad rankings, but whatever. Like I said, I'm not trying to get an S rank on everything. It's a silly goal to get in this game, in my opinion. So, we'll go ahead, though, and head forward, but we need to actually break this door that has an electric of 1. So, luckily for that, we have an electric of 2 with Voltorb. So we can easily open the door via electricity, and we can move forward from here. So, I think at this point we'll go ahead and keep playing until the next save point, and then that'll be when we take a little break. We have some Pokemon running on the wheels here, so Electabuzz, keep that in mind for the future. That's actually going to be fairly important fairly soon. And actually, I guess the save point is right here, so I guess we're going to end the episode for now. In the next episode, we hopefully find Barlow and take down this evil plot of Dim Suns. So that's going to be happening next time, guys. LuckySevenDX signing out. See you guys in the next episode for more Pokemon Ranger Shadows Almia. Bye-bye.